Hello people, today we're going to be tier listing almost every character in Forsaken. I hope we can get every character without any further ado. Let's get into the main section. If you enjoy content like these, consider subscribing. Here is the list I'm using. This one stands for the best character. This one, respectfully, that is the worst ones. Alright, let's start with the killers first. Jason. Jason is the first killer we'll obtain in Forsaken. He can be pretty hard for new players who didn't master Forsaken techniques. And all. Some people in the Forsaken fandom often complains about his hitbox being too big and all. But it's really not. It's actually all about your ping and latency. Here, let's see ChatGPT explaining this situation. As you can see, it's all about your internet connection. Therefore, I will put him in the mid-tier. He's not good or bad. None of that either. Alright, let's move on to the next killer. This is Coolkid. Outside Forsaken lore, Coolkid is a famous hacker they're famous for once hacking work at pizza place. Alright, now let's see. In Forsaken, Coolkid could be nice to use. He is the cheapest killer in Forsaken so far. He was a long-range killer, although you must be very precise to actually hit someone with it. But I don't see any problems with people using main as him so far. Therefore, I will tier him to the good tier. Coolkid will be decent and overall a great killer to use. Moving on to the next killer we have John Doe. John Doe, outside Forsaken lore, he is supposed to be a hacker. Rumor stated that he will haunt Roblox at the 18th of March. Fortunately, it was all a fake rumor. Anyways, let's talk about his overall attacks and mechanism in Forsaken. His price is quite expensive. John Doe is the second most expensive killers besides 1x1 for now. But is it worth it? As a person who means as John Doe, his price is worth as his power. You see, every time he walks, he spreads left glitchy footsteps that every time a survivor walks on it'll hurt them. It's very useful, considering he can track down where players are with his ability, and is a long-range attacker too. Therefore, I'll be putting him in the absolute W tier. Now, this is the last killer we'll be tier listing. After that, we might be able to cover some survivors. Anyways, the next killer is none other than 1x1x1x1 or 1x. He was supposed to be a hacker, creepypasta say. It was rumored that he was an alt account of AROBLOX.admin John Shetlitsky who was abandoned. This account later gained consciousness and wanted to seek revenge. That's how I explain it, but again, this is just a rumor fortunately. Let's talk about his stats, power, and attacks in Forsaken now shall we. He is almost the same like John Doe, expensive, and both is a long-range attacker. He can also track down, detect players nearby by blurring your screen, and show the highlight of players nearby. He can also summon minions, similar to Coolkid's power. He's overpowered if you know his attack mechanism, and I agree with that. Therefore, it's safe to say I will put it in also the absolute W tier.
Alright guys, I guess that's it for today's tier listing.